All right, Coach, we're back in-house here in Southeastern, Coach Bird. And, Coach, last week you guys took on another inter-county rivalry. You guys got out there with a 52-14 victory. I know we talked off camera. You said you wasn't the most pleased you've ever been after a victory, but you got a victory nevertheless, and moving forward to set up a massive game this week. But before we talk about that game this week, take us back to last week and how that all transpired.
Yeah, I mean, I thought we kind of finished well. We started out the game at homecoming. It was a crazy week of homecoming always, and had some big plays at the beginning of the game, and I guess we thought they were just going to go away, but they fought back, and it was just a crazy first quarter. I think the end of the first quarter was 21-14, and if you pride yourself on defense, it's kind of that's a tough.
Yeah. And
it took forever too, so a lot of throwing, a lot of big plays, but I think we kind of settled down after that and started playing defense and a better defense, and had some good explosive plays on offense. So I mean, it was a good night overall. It just, they're still high school boys, so they're easy to distract.
Did you see something from them during the week where you thought you possibly could get some chunk plays on them?
No, I mean,
I know you always think that as a coach.
Well, I tell you, they stopped our run really. They did a real good job against our run. They kind of sold out for it, so we threw the ball more than we have this year, and so we just had some big explosive plays. And Jericho had a really big night. I think he threw for about 150 yards, ran for another 100, four touchdowns, and then he had a pick six on defense. So he had a good night. So he had some big plays on a quarterback designed run, and then he scrambled for another touchdown. And then, like I said, he had about 150 yards throwing and 2 touchdowns on that. So
it's kind of Tim Tebow-esque.
Yeah, I mean, and he'll take over the game. I mean, some of those, like one of his big runs came on 4th down, a 4th and 6 right at midfield. So, when he makes a good decision, he can take it to the house.
When he's got them both working like that, he's dangerous. I've seen him play out here. He's athletic, but he, for the most part, makes really good decisions as well.
Yeah, and I mean, sometimes he's hesitant to make a mistake. I mean, he's not Jericho, and he'll tell you he does not enjoy playing quarterback. So he would much rather have somebody else throwing him the ball. That's what he really feels comfortable with. But he does it to help the team. So when we can simplify the game and just let him play.
Yeah.
When it all breaks apart and he just gets to play, that's when he's really good.
That's when he's good.
Yeah.
No doubt. Coach, we preluded about this week's game. This is as big as it gets in region plays for hosting a game, unless something insane happens, like you said.
Right.
What is it about Cold Springs? I got to see them in person, and they got some guys, and they're really big up front.
Yeah. We control our destiny right now. If we don't take care of our business Friday, then somebody else controls our destiny. So we get an opportunity to clinch home field advantage for the first round Friday. So that makes it a big game. And one thing about Cold Springs, and you don't see it a whole lot in 2A, they're big where they need to be, and then they're athletic where they need to be. So their skill players are quick and well coached, and have been playing the same positions all year. I think they had some injuries real early on, but the same guys have been playing in the same positions at least since week 3 or 4. So they're getting better every week, and they're big when they need to be big. Their box is bigger than ours, which is saying a lot.
Saying something.
Yeah, so it should be a good struggle. I think it's going to be a really good game, real physical. So
they had I believe he's a tight end that was about 6'5", 6'6", maybe.
Yes, he is a junior.
He was an absolute handful when I watched them play.
Coosa,
he
had a real good game against Coosa.
Who else have you seen over there that's like, you're like, hey man, we got to circle this cat right here?
Well, I think the quarterback does a real good job at reading. They run a similar offense to us, and so we've seen what they do. But he gives that added element, is like if it's breaking down on one side, he can just pull it out the back. So it's just hard to simulate, but their skill if we miss an assignment, they can score. So we don't like to give up big chunk plays, but I think they have the ability to do that.
When you play a team like this that, been averaging, I don't know, several times they've scored 50 this year or whatever, man, I mean, obviously you don't have to go in the film study and say, hey, guys, we got to be on our game. The guys know that. But talk about that, how on the defensive side of the ball especially, I mean, you got to execute on both sides, but like you just said, I mean, one mistake and they're scored.
Right, yeah, that's, you can be as sound as you want until one person doesn't do their job. So, we stress doing our job and taking care of business on defense. And, if you look at, like Susan Moore, they scored 50, I guess, or somewhere in there. 50.
66,
yeah,
50 something.
Yeah, they scored 50 in a losing effort against the defense that held us to. I mean, we struggled against Susan Moore on offense. So
50 in a losing effort.
Yeah. So that's just scary. So we just got to be sound, and we do pride ourselves on defense, and it's defense first, but it's a lot of pressure. I think we need to be good on offense to help our defense, because if we let them have the ball all night, it's not going to be good for us.
Best defense is your offense on the field.
Absolutely.
Talk about that, like your mindset going into this game. You got to be dialed in, obviously, on defense, but you also got to be dialed in on offense, because the last thing you want to do is three and out, and roll them back out there.
Right. That's what we just got to execute. I think we got a decent game plan, but it comes down to who's the most physical at the point of attack. We do a lot of run, and that we're running the same stuff they do. So I mean, they know what we're looking at. We have the same formations, and so it'll just be a battle of wheels down there. So doing assignment football and on offense and just driving. I mean, that's what we like to do, is 8-10 play drives. We're not a big chunk team, but we may have to do that. And I think we got a few athletes in spots that can do it. So we just got to take advantage of how they line up, or a missed assignment, or put them in a bind to give one of our athletes a chance to take it to the house. So.
Coach,
but they're good on defense. I mean, they don't give up. I mean, like if you were at that Coosa game, I mean, they were real sound on defense, played real well. They just messed up a few special teams, weird plays. There was a bunch of weird plays, but I thought they played, Coosa extremely well.
Yeah. But when you play the game, obviously, your number one thing, you want to go undefeated. Okay, if you don't go undefeated, you definitely want to host.
Right.
To be this late in the season, you're sitting here staring down the barrel of hosting again, man, that's got to make you feel proud as a coach.
Absolutely.
And the fact that you have it in your hands, you don't have to wait for somebody else to win or lose. Right, or whatever. Talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what you hope for. We've kind of built the program around that, taking every game week by week, especially winning the ones you're supposed to, and just we preach doing our job. I'm from industry, so that's what we hear all the time. So, we kind of gotten spoiled at it. The kids kind of expect it, because we've been able to kind of win in our region. We know these opponents, so it's kind of, you take it for granted at times. But it is kind of an advantage to be in this seat and always having the target on your back. So and kind of get used to it.
Well, that's kind of where
it's an advantage. Yes, absolutely. I mean, that's where you want to be. You want to control your destiny all along. So
that's right.
And the boys kind of expect it. So we kind of been spoiled. I'd like to stay that way.
Yeah. No, that's a good thing.
That's right.
But also, Coach, when you go into games like this, and no shot at Cold Springs or not, but y'all have kind of been there and done that.
That's correct.
Especially in this region over the last few years. So how much more comfortability do you have, if that's a word, I guess?
Yeah, I mean, we should have confidence to walk out there, and that's what we never want to be worried about. If you go out and do what you're supposed to do your job, and do it to the best of your ability, you should have a chance to do it. And we'll try to force some big plays. And I think we do a good job on special teams of taking care of the ball and taking up opportunities there. So we just, it's kind of our game plan: control control the clock with our offense, 3 and outs on defense, or at least bend but don't break, and trying to keep the score down and try to win it with some special team stuff. So
yeah, a lot of times
it's worked so far. So maybe at least one more week.
A lot of times in games like this, man, when you got two teams that are pretty equally matched in a lot of facets, man, your special teams has got to be dialed in. Talk about that, if you don't mind touching on that a little bit, how important it is for your special. Well, you saw what Coosa's special teams did that night.
Yes. Yeah. And I think, it just gives you another facet of the game that makes it tough to work on. And if you do, I think our kids are pretty good at special teams and adapting, so we can give you lots of different looks. Most people don't know what we're going to line up in or whatever, so we just try to attack, and if we find a weakness, that's what we try to take advantage of. It's just low-hanging fruit for us.
That's right.
Try to be.
Yeah, dude, if you can ever win that battle, that's one of the 3 phases.
Yeah, I mean,
if you win that one every week.
If you look at, and we actually we give stickers on the helmets for special teams, and about our first 2 or 3 weeks, we didn't force any turnovers, no big plays, and ever since then we've been giving out special team stickers because they had a real good game against Susan Moore, had 2 onside kicks, and then we ended up a kick on a fumble, or a fumble on a kickoff against Cleveland. So those are big plays.
Oh yeah, I watched the team, which I'm sure you're familiar with them. Alexandria, they kick onside kick after onside kick and get them.
Right.
And it's coming, but if you execute, it's crazy.
Yeah, they're tough to defend. I mean,
they are.
So we kick a lot of them, especially at practice. So hopefully we're good at that. So
hopefully you don't have to use it. But
that's right.
They sneak one in there.
Yeah, I mean, most people, it's kind of like I've said before. If we could kick it in the end zone every time, and I knew we were going to get the ball on the 20, 25, whatever it is, I think it's 20 in high school, but we would. But once you start returning people, I mean, we've had and of course, if you were at the Coosa game, we kicked one and they took it to the house, and I'd rather have our defense get a chance. So.
Even if it's a short field.
Absolutely. We'll take a short field again. That's right.
No doubt. Coach, before I shut it down, I always like to kick it back to you just for final thoughts.
Yep. We had a really good homecoming last week. We did give the cow away, half a cow, so that fundraiser's over. But we do have senior night this week, so our seniors will be recognized before the game. And we're also doing a gift baskets. Our booster club puts together these baskets. So if you want to try to raffle to win one of those baskets, I think they've got 10 or 12 really good baskets, golf baskets and this kind of stuff. Just got gift cards and this and that in it. So that will all be happening this week or this Friday night. So it's going to be a good game.
We should have this up today, so maybe get some people to get in on that. Sounds legit.
Yeah.
Coach, I appreciate you sitting in, and this don't get any bigger as a coach or a player than what y'all got coming up this week, because this is a big one right here now.
It is. It is. And I mean, they're all big, but taking care of business up to here makes this one big. So
yeah, because if you hadn't taken care of business up here, this one wouldn't even be on the table as a big game.
They're all big. They're all big.
That's right. This one makes it even bigger.
Yes, sir.
Coach, I appreciate you sitting in with us. Thank you.
Yes, sir.